Okay, put our palm together. Namo fundamental teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. So okay, before we learn, I think it's a good habit to do the meditation. Okay, only couple minutes. Do you know how to do the meditation, Nicholas? No? Oh, how come your voice is very soft? Can you speak a little louder?
Okay.
Now, better. Yeah. Okay. Keep your back straight, your neck straight. Close your eye. Inhale and exhale through the nose. You count 1. Inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 2 and keep going. Don't hold your breath. Do it naturally. When you inhale and exhale, try to do naturally. If you could not, you can use you can guide your breath, inhale and exhale. Eventually, it will become natural. Okay, don't worry about the long breath or short breath. It's okay. It doesn't matter long or short. You just take it in. Inhale and exhale, you count 1. Inhale and exhale, you count 2. If you see your monkey mind, go back to your inhale and exhale and keep counting. If you lose track of your counting, you start from 1. Okay. All right. Good. Let's do it. Let's try 1 minute. When you hear the bell, just close your eye and keep your body still and sit straight. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. That's good. How many threads can you count?
I counted 60.
50. 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's good. Okay. So, what do you remember?
In our last lesson, we were in the first part. We were talking about how these dogs use the H consciousness to.
Oh, I could not hear you well.
In the last lesson, we talked about how Steve Jobs used the H consciousness to apply his knowledge to make Apple, and then uh, we then watched a video about how this greedy mother or like rich mother spoiled her kids with rich stuff without any thought into it, and how she like didn't use his seventh mana correctly or like not well.
Oh, wow. Okay. If I give you this model, can you help me to, can you know how to use this model to walk me through how Steve Jobs do it?
Well, first the rich lady used
Okay. Can you sit closer so I can hear you better?
well, okay, the rich lady first used her
No, just talk about Steve Jobs. It's okay.
Steve Jobs. Well, first he used his ears and his eyes to see that the Microsoft guys made a new tablet and they were like mocking him a little bit, which made Steve Jobs angry with the seventh consciousness. And he had this self motivation to make a product that was better than Microsoft's. So used he went to his eighth consciousness where all his data was, and he used everything he could to make a new iPhone. So he used his body to gain more language through like videos and stuff in his eyes and ears. And then once he made the iPhone, he like kind of mocked the Microsoft guys for mocking him.
Wow, you're good. You're really good then. Okay, good. Okay, let me review a little bit. You are more than that's good. So at least you still remember. That's a good news. So basically, yes, when Steve Jobs heard the Microsoft guy laugh at him, right? So he heard that, and that means his ear contact the sound of the team laugh at him, and his eyes saw those people, right? That means his eye contact, and that means the that means the visual object, that means the image of those people, and also image of those sound. It will send to the sixth consciousness, that means the mind consciousness. This is so in this mind consciousness, the memory have the short-term memory. They have the image of those people and also the image of the sound, right? So far, so good? Okay. So what they do is, all right, and when this data delivered to the seven consciousness, that means mana, and because the mana is the cell, right? Relate to the cell, that means ego. Um, so the mana said that every data, every information comes from the mind consciousness. I want to know the detail. So how the mana get the detail? So he will talk to the alaya. Alaya is just like the database. It store all the knowledge, experience, and whatever the read of the sheet, read, hatred, and ignorance, all those things in here. Okay. So it will, let's say that means Steve Jobs, he have a lot of knowledge about computer technology. He have a lot of, he very expert in technology. And that means he have experience, he have knowledge, it's in here. So when he take in about the tablet, right? The image of the tablet, give to the alaya, and the alaya will give him all kind of information related to those. And you know what? He come back and give back to the result, and he will compare. That means the mana compare the data come from here and the result. The difference is the feeling. Okay, when you compare, that means the feeling arise. A feeling arise, that means he angry about those people laugh at him, right? That's what he angry. But he also have the information about how to come up with he have an idea. So the result come back and give you the short-term memory in the sixth consciousness. That short-term memory will give him the visualization of the future product, okay? How it look like. So he have some idea how to come up with some kind of product, but he not sure what did that product look like, okay? So when he go back to his team, right? He went back to his team he talked to his team. Okay, you know what? They laugh at us. That means when his mind talk to the 5 sense right here, that means it represents the body and the mouth. That means he went back to this 5 sense right here. It means that he went back to his team and talked to his team that we need to come up with something that we can teach them a lesson. Okay, does that make sense so far? So after he discussed with his team, that means what they do is he constantly, okay, he listened to his team, right? Or to gather all the information, and the information that means he get from his team, it will load into the mind consonant, and the mind consonant give to the alaya and the mana will uh, go to alaya to search for the knowledge relate to about the new product that his team try to come up with, right? So eventually, they come up with something similar to tablet but smaller. So it's easier for the people to put into the pocket and they can use it whenever they need it. So that means they begin, okay, so the result come back and the result will, that means he compare. And when he compare, he have the feeling of happy because this is the what do you call the inspiration that means it gives him the incentive to look into the new product, the design of the new product. So the result come back, okay, and look into his memory, the detail of the information from here. It will help him to visualize and come up with many different new idea relate to what he calls iPhone, right? The product of iPhone right here, and he talked to his friend through the 5 sense. That means he talked to his team that we need to come up with the design for the new iPhone, and that means, and after he talked to them and they give him the feedback, and he constantly go back and forth many rounds to until he get the complete detail of the new product, how it look like. So this one right here, it go back and forth between 6 and 8. The mana is important. Does it make sense? That's good. So, okay, that's good. Okay, that's cool. And we learned that
We also learned about like the 4 things that make up the mana.
okay, good. Let's go ahead and read this thing for me.
Mana, the 7th consciousness, self-delusion, self-ignorance, self-view, self-pride, self-love, passion of craving, self equals craving, ignorance plus craving. Oh no. I can't read.
Oh, you cannot read it? What happened?
It's because the camera is like in the way of the words.
Oh, the camera in the way of the word?
Yeah, and oh, there we go. The cause of suffering and the death and rebirth cycle.
Okay, that means when we have ignorance, that means lack of understanding. That's what it means.
Yeah, ignorance and craving is like all the pain or all
All the
the
suffering
pain.
from here, right? All the suffering.
All the suffering comes from there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And that's why you see that all these 4 right here in the mana 7 consonant, we call it emotional affliction. That means all the suffering come from the mana consciousness. Does that make sense to you? This is very important. If we don't know how to transform this, we will be suffer. Once you be able to transform it, you will be have a happy life. And how do we transform it? That means we need to remove the ignorance. But when we say we remove the ignorance, what does that mean? Remove the I. You know what is the I? The ego. Does it make sense? Remove the I, that means the ego. Remove the desire, that means the craving, right? Okay. Then all you have is happiness. If we be able to remove this too, then you will have a happy life. Does it make sense? Right? Okay. 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 We just quickly review this. Go ahead and review this one more time. We will not watch the video again now, but we go ahead and review this.
And then the seventh consciousness attached to self. Self has four different types. Self delusion. There's no real self in anything. It's just a notion of self. Self view. We always hold on our views, our knowledge, our understanding, and etc., and do not easily accept other views. Self pride. So proud of oneself and always think that we are the best, no one else. Self love. Whatever we love, such as family, a house, a car, or etc., this is called self love.
Okay, keep going.
The below describes about the self delusion. Our body and mind constantly change. The body goes through birth, sickness, aging, and death. Also, the changes of the mind could be our thinking and emotions. Those kinds of changes are called impermanent. Therefore, there is no real self in our body and mind. If our body or mind is a real self, it should not go through birth, sickness, aging, and death, but that's not the case. Can we say our feelings is me, or can we say our knowledge is me? Of course not. When we understand the impermanence of the body and mind, we will have benefits. Value our body and mind for the benefits of others, such as doing good deeds towards others. We will not let our bad thoughts, such as greed, hatred, ignorance, doing harm to others while we lead us to suffering in the future. Number two, try to be mindful on every one of our decisions. When our body and mind are impermanent, but we don't see it as impermanence, it is called ignorance or delusion. The same things are true for non-living beings, such as trees, house, cars, tables, and etc. All those things are too impermanent. Everything must also go through four stages: creating, staying, deteriorating, and destroying. A table is labeled as a table, but when we take out the four legs of the table, can we still call it a table? Of course not. None of the table's parts individually call the table. Therefore, there's no real self in the table. For example, in our birthday, we just received a beautiful necklace gift from one of our best friends, and we love it very much. However, accidentally broke it, and we felt so miserable. Why was that? We did not see it was impermanence. If we had realized the truth of the impermanence, we would have not been we would have not suffered that much. It is okay to be sad a little. Thus the Buddha said everything is a no self. We always hold on our views, our knowledge, and our understanding, and etc., and do not accept others' views easily. If someone have a different view than us, then we will oppose or have a strong disagree, which will lead to arguments and violence because we could think that this is my knowledge, these are my ideas, this is my design. A friendship could turn into enemy. Peace could turn into violence or war. All those things could happen because of the mine or my. Whoever has this kind of mindset that he or she would not be able to learn from others, this makes him or her ignorance or stupidity. For example, I have spent so much time to research and work on this math problem, and I think I have found a method to solve the problem. This method must be correct. However, we are willing to open our minds and embrace other views. This would encourage us to associate with the wise, stay away from the fool. Um, when we are so proud of ourselves, we cannot learn from others. Whoever says something that hurts our ego, then we get angry easily. In order to avoid suffering in the future, we should always be humble and we could easily learn from the wise. Whatever we love, such as family, a house, a car, or etc., this could be called self love. This is a conditional love. For example, it is easy for us to love our family, but to a stranger, we cannot be able to do so. When our loved ones depart us, we will suffer so much. However, when we have loving kindness heart to everyone, including our family, we will always appreciate what we have and always take a good care of them. When our love depart us, we would not have suffered that much.
Good. That's good. Very good. Good. So you understand so far, right? Now, um, you know what? I will let you watch the video of this is a good one. Let me see. Give me 1 second.
Ascetic, sir, why are you coming into my hermitage? Venerable Ulvela Kassapa, I've come to ask permission to stay here. Here we practice fire worship, but this ascetic is not one of our kind. What does he want? I'm sorry, sir. I have no accommodation for you here. Please look elsewhere. But I would suggest that you travel in a different direction from this. This bank of the Miranya Jara is occupied by we three Jatira brothers. My name is Uruvela Kassapa. The surrounding area belongs to myself and my 500 followers. Further on down the river is the hermitage of my younger brother, Nadi Kassapa, and his 300 followers. The area beyond that is occupied by Gaya Kassapa, my youngest brother, with his 200 followers. These three riverside hermitages are full. There's no room for you to stay. But I can see a place which is available. Where, ascetic? In your fire-worshipping shrine. Please, give me permission for me to stay there. Ascetic, I don't mind if you stay in there, but I must warn you that there is a fierce and strongly poisonous serpent king. If you spend the night in there, your life would be in great danger. Uruvela Kassapa, please give me permission to stay. The Serpent King will do me no harm. If you say so, please make yourself comfortable in the fire-worshipping house. By now, the recluse must have been burned up by the fire of the Serpent King. Ah, this recluse is of great might. But despite his power, he's still not yet an Arahant like me. This ascetic is indeed of great might. The gods of every heaven realm take turns to come each night to hear his teachings. But despite his power, he's still not yet an Arahant as I am. There's been a tumultuous rain, and it has flooded the whole area. Surely the ascetic has been washed away or drowned.
Master, sir! Master, look over there!
So much power. Despite all this, he's still not yet an Arahant as I am. This fire worshipper is so proud and conceited. He insists he's an Arahant. How stubborn he is. Uruela Kasapa, your way of practice does not lead you to the path and fruit. So why do you consider yourself an Arahant? Having deceived yourself, you deceive others. If you could give up your pride and practice according to my teachings, in no long time you would truly be an Arahant. Oh, I realize my fault. Please may the Buddha allow me to take ordination and teach me the Dharma. You are the master of a great hermitage with many followers. You should make this known to all of them.
Hey, these robes and fire worshipping implements must have washed down the river from where my two elder brothers live. Something must have happened to them. Brother Urbella, Brother Nati.
Oh, Gaia, your two elder brothers have found the right way of the Dharma. Quickly bring your 200 followers to approach the Buddha, the one who illuminates the path.
O bhikkhus, all things are burning. Contact with the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind are burning. Feelings, mental formations, and consciousness, whether pleasant, painful, or neither pleasant nor painful, are burning. Burning with lust, hatred, and delusion. Burning with birth, aging, and death. Burning with sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. The well-taught noble disciple, seeing this, becomes weary of thoughts and feelings. Being weary, he releases his clinging. Releasing his clinging, his heart is freed.
All right, can you be able to summarize the story?
So this man came up to an older man. The man's name who came up he was an archon, but the old man, he thought he was an archon, and he had many followers. He had 500, and his brothers had a lot of followers too down the river.
The Buddha came to see him, right? The Buddha came to him. Okay, keep going.
And the archon asked to stay the night at the fire serpent's house, and the old man thought he would die to the serpent because it is dangerous. And then the archon did something, and then the serpent became a baby. Then later, the archon talked to the older man and asked why he deceives his followers and make them believe into a concept that's not actually real. And he said that he's misguided and does not know the true way of the Dharma. And later, his brother sees that something has happened to his brothers because some stuff are washing up on his river, and he comes to investigate to see that his brothers are learning the way of the archon with all their followers. And then the Kaya joins in with them, and I don't know.
Good, that's good. That's good. You're very good. Actually, the Buddha, he went there. Buddha means the awakened one or the enlightened one. That means the perfect wisdom, the perfect blessing. That's what the Buddha means. So he went here, tried to help this the three Kassapas brother. Their name is Kassapa. They are the three brothers, and they have 1,000 disciples together. So the Buddha came here to want to help them to get into the right path for the enlightened. So, and you know what? And Uruvela Kassapa saw the Buddha came, and he saw that this man is not in his kind. That means it's not not practiced the same way they did. So because they are the one who worship the fire. You know what that mean? In the India, in the old day, when they worship the fire, that means they want to make sure the fire it never go out. Since the first day till the end of their life. That's what the whole worship of the fire. Because they believe that the fire is so special and they worship it. You see, fire, is that a living being? No, it's not a living being, right? But they worship anyway. Okay. They think that the fire can help them to communicate with God. That nonsense. Okay, anyway. And you know what the Buddha said that, oh, I know one place that you can let me stay. That means in the fire worship stream. But he said that, oh, they are servant king. If you don't mind, you can stay. But I want you. You will get burned and you get killed. Oh, the Buddha said, don't worry, they do me no harm. Okay, and so he went in there, and the servant king tried to burn the Buddha. But you know what? The Buddha turned him into the small serpent, right? King into the Buddha bowl. The Buddha bowl, that is the one hit bowl. It's for when he go out and begging for food. That is what the bowl for. So, and the Uru Vela Pachapa saw that, and he said, "Wow, this man is so so powerful." But you know what? At that time, he said that, despite of all his power, but he's still not yet Alahat. Alahat, that means it's the one who enlightened. Okay, but you know what? He not yet enlightened, but he think that he enlightened. The one who enlightened, that means they do not have the self ego. No, they do not have the self view, the self delusion, the self pride, and self love. They already eliminate those things. That's what means Alahat. And they are no longer suffering. They don't have any more suffering. They are already break. They already escape from the death and rebirth cycle. Does that make sense? That's what the Arahat means. So the second time is all the heaven being came down to at night time came down to learn the Buddha teaching, right? So that means the Buddha teaching the Dharma. The Dharma it means the Buddha teaching. So and he saw that he said, "Wow, this man have so much, very powerful. But despite of that power, he not yet enlightened, Arahat like me, right? He very proud of himself. That means he still have the self delusion, and self pride, right? He have a self pride. He think that he is better than the Buddha. And also there was the stone, right? Very heavy raining. And you know what? People try to save themselves from the raining and the stone. But the Buddha very peacefully, he walked meditation. If in the circle, that means not even a drop of the rain, it dropped into wherever he walked. That is due to his power. Does that make sense? And he saw that, wow, he said the Buddha, this man have so much power, but due to that, he's not yet Arahant. And you know what? And Buddha came to him and said that, why are you so proud of yourself? And you say that you are Arahant. Your the way you are practiced is not leading you to the Arahant. If you give up the way that you practice and you follow me, in no longer time you will be truly Arahant. And that's what he became, the Buddha disciple. And that means all the three brothers and 1,000 disciples of those three became the Buddha Buddha disciple, and they practice in no long time. They all became Arahant. You see? Okay, good. In this teaching, we learn about the fire, right? They worship the fire, and at the end, the Buddha teaching them about everything is burning, right? Burning come from where? Come from plus, come from hatred, come from emotion, feeling, come from eye, ear, know, all those things. And we will learn about that next week. And I do have that over here. Let me introduce you. So next week we will learn about this. This is the Buddha teaching, okay, and you will see what kind of burning. Then we will use the Buddhist psychology model. I will walk you through this, and you will also learn this thing again for those for this teaching. Okay, so far so good.
So far, so good.
Okay, good, good. All right, good. Okay. Put our palm together and we will read it together. May every living being, our mind is one and radiant with light, share the fruit of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and right. If people hear and see how hand and heart can find even unity, may their mind awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow live their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turned into paradise. May all be become compassionate and one. May all become compassionate and one. Thank you. Okay, I will. We will continue on next week. Any question for me?
No questions.
Okay, good.